What is going on, everyone? Talon back here, and today this is my fourth time recording this because every time I record this I then get a message from a bunch of people just asking, what is this information and everything. And I was talking with Goresh, I was talking with Seriously, I was talking with Dokkan. I was just like, okay, enough of this already. I'm so tired of this, because as usual, it's all very vague information. And of course, I'm talking about the 350 million download celebration, okay? So I'm gonna take all this information. I have talked with all those guys and my own translations, and I even clarified with Goresh and everything, because I will admit his kanji is better than mine. It is. His level of Japanese is up here, whereas mine's here. So, you know, I triple checked. I even triple checked with a couple of my Japanese friends here in Tokyo, and I was just like, all right, I'm done. I am done trying to translate things and all this stuff. Okay, so I'm going to break down everything that we know about when this celebration is starting, the stuff that we know from the V-Jump stuff, which includes ticket information, which I know everyone's gonna be asking about. Okay, so this video might be long, I don't even know, so I'm sorry if my voice just sounds bleh, or if I just sound out of energy. I've been at this for now 2+ hours now. All right, so let's get into everything. Okay, so first off, you guys saw the V-Jump scans that were released today / last night, technically my time, but regardless, that information is basically all the same. Okay, and I'm even going to highlight it on here because it actually this is just a summarization right here of the V-Jump stuff. Okay, this is directly from the V-Jump website. You cannot get more official than this. Okay, so the celebration is going to start for both Global and JP on the 28th of the month. Okay, so that is next week. Now, obviously, the date here is via Japan time, so the 28th, just minus your time from whenever that starts. It's probably going to start, I don't know, I guess that would be maybe 4 a.m. Japan time, which would then be around, I don't know, like noon, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or something. Again, just calculate your own clocks wherever you live, and that's when it's going to happen. Okay. One thing that was also shown in the V-Jump was this 100 stone thing right here. Okay, so everyone was freaking out when all of a sudden they found out we get 100 free stones. Okay, so the way this is going to work, there is going to be a brand new event in the game where you can access it once a week. And when you do that event and you clear it, so it's probably gonna be very simple because these kind of events generally are, you will get 20 stones. Then the following week, the event will reopen again for you. Clear it again, get another 20 stones. So that's 40 stones in total. Then you go again and again and again until you get 100 stones in total, okay? And so again, you shouldn't be that hard to miss because it's not like a once a day thing, right? It's a once a week thing. So let's say, for example, the first day is around on the 28th, okay? You go in, you clear, you get your 20 stones. It won't be again until the next week on the 4th that it opens again, but it's then available during that time from the 4th all the way to the 10th for that second week, right? So that gets your second set of 20 stones, okay? So bottom line though, you can basically say 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The celebration generally ends about a month later, okay? So that's 100 stones. So it's spread out more than usual, probably. It's very similar to the old event that we had last year during the 300 million download celebration, which was completing all these missions to get 10 stones every single day. Okay, so I think that added up to about 70 in total. People also compared it to like the launch event that we had a couple of times ago. Regardless, we're gonna get 100 stones in total. It's spread out a little bit more than usual than what people might like, but regardless, 100 free stones, okay? That's how it's gonna work. We're gonna skip the ticket information because I want to cover that last because that's just the big stuff, okay? Next is gonna be 2 free-to-play cards, a free-to-play Mr. Satan and a free-to-play Goku, okay? They're going on to a new story event. These are not the JP versus Global prize characters, okay? Those will come later. We'll find out whatever those are, okay? This is a brand new story event coming to the game, both JP and Global. You'll be able to farm up a free-to-play Mr. Satan and a free-to-play Goku. And using the stage itself, you'll be able to Dokkan Awaken them into TURs, okay? They are SSRs by default because they showed it on the V-Jump scan. So the only way you can Dokkan Awaken somebody is into the TUR state, okay? So that's what's happening with them. Do they eventually get EZAs as well? Maybe. I'm not really sure, okay? So it'll be a brand new event. And then finally, the Mr. Satan campaign, the LR Mr. Satan campaign is starting up on the 21st, which we can now transfer into the ticket portion of this, is that this is supposedly when the countdown celebration will start, which makes sense, right? It generally is a week before. If we base it off of the countdown here from last year, going to the countdown, it started on the 19th of the month last year. So last year, if we go all the way back to 2019, August 19th was here, and a week later, the 26th is when it started. Okay. So, oops, part 1. There we go. Okay. So this started on the 26th, right? Yeah, the 26th was when this started. Okay. So it makes sense. So this year, if the celebration is going to start on the 28th, that means the countdown will start on the 21st. Okay. So according to Team Dokkan, he posted this on his Twitter page a few days ago at the time of this recording. I don't know if he took it down or anything like that, or it might have been on his little blog website. I'm not really sure. But regardless, this is when he said that the ticket banner will become available. Now, that does not mean that that is when we're getting our tickets. If you guys remember from last year, okay, we got the ticket banner last year, okay, at the same time. Okay, so the ticket banner came available on the 19th, just like before. However, we could only get some tickets via like login bonuses and some campaign collection stuff and some missions and things like that. And I think in total, if you saved them, you got around, I want to say 30 tickets or so, maybe 30 to 50 tickets, give or take in there. I'm not really sure. I'm not going to go look at all the calculations that have been done already because, again, I'm too tired to do it. But regardless, you get around 30 tickets or so by the time that the 28th will come around this year, okay? And then on the 28th, when the campaign starts, that is when we get our actual tickets based on our own accounts, okay? So the way it's worked in the past is that, let me get down here to the banner real quick. Here it is. Okay, so this was it last year, okay? The way it works, for every 50 stones that you used from the 300 million download celebration last year all the way until it's generally about here, give or take, okay? All the way until there, for every 50 stones that you use, whether it was summons, single summons, multi-summons, recovering your stamina, continuing an event, please do not be using your dragon stones to continue an event. They will count that towards getting your tickets, okay? So, for example, if you used 5,000 stones in the last year or so, divide that by 50, that's how many tickets you're gonna get, okay? If you want exact numbers, you'll have to do that yourself if you actually kept track of all that stuff. Or just wait patiently like everybody until the 28th, okay? So, that's what happened last year, obviously, okay? And this year will be the same thing. However, there's been a lot of different things that have been changing a little bit, okay? I know this probably confused everybody right now. So, based on the V-Jump page itself, you cannot get more official than this, okay? Unless Akatsuki's literally going to start posting stuff themselves, okay? Based on this V-Jump page here, we're going to translate this bit by bit, okay? So I'm actually going to go up to here. Based on the amount of dragon stones that you used, you will obtain gotcha tickets or treasure items to exchange for characters in the Baba shop. Now, when I translated this, I checked with Goresh, I told Dokkan what I knew, and I told I Seriously what I knew. And everyone agreed. We all looked at it, and Goresh and I both looked at the Japanese. We double, triple confirmed everything. I checked with a friend here in Tokyo that based on what this page right here says, we are getting tickets like normal. And then some way, either by using the tickets to summon and then get a treasure item, which then you can take that treasure item and go into the Baba shop to exchange for characters. Basically think the wish strips from the Tanabata banner, right? The wish strips that we've always had in the past before and everything like that. Basically think that, okay? However, then it was brought to my attention with this website. Now, this guy is another Dokkan guy here over in Japan. He has his own little website here. And he basically just articles everything Dokkan, essentially. But one thing he did was that when he looked, and again, Gresh and I triple translated this, all this stuff right here at first is the same stuff that we know, in terms of he's just summarizing everything. He's letting us know when the celebration is going to start and everything, yada, yada, okay? Then he comes down here into the ticket thing. This part right here is what is confusing a lot of people because this information right here is worded a little differently than this information right here, okay? It's basically the same thing, but again, when you word stuff a little bit differently in Japanese, it can make it sound completely different, and just going straight into Google Translate does not cut it for this stuff, okay? So what he says right here is that basically what's going to happen from 2019, the 20th. Okay, so this is when the countdown started last year, up until this year's the 19th, give or take. He doesn't know exactly about that day yet. Okay, like I said, generally it's between around here or so, the cutoff date for how many stones we've used in the last year. Okay, we will obtain, for every 50 stones that you use, you will obtain a treasure piece. Okay, so this is it right here. This is the kanji for one piece of treasure. Okay, that one piece of treasure you can exchange either for a gacha ticket onto the normal ticket banner that you would expect, or you can take it and exchange it for a character in the Baba shop, which is, again, he references as being very similar to the wish strips. Okay, now again, if we go back here, the way that they've worded this and the way that they've initiated is that based on the amount of stones you will either get gacha tickets. Ya means to or and in Japanese. Okay. However, to and ya have two different meanings. To means you get something and something. So for example, if I say, Watashi no inu wa kawaii to chisai. My dog is cute and small. However, if I said, like, Watashi no tabemono wa nani nani ya nani nani. What I just said was my food is something something, nani nani is something something, something something, or this. Okay, now that doesn't actually make much sense when you actually try to directly translate it. I'm just using a very broad example here. Okay, so the way that this is written right here is you will obtain either gacha tickets, or you can exchange a treasure piece in the Baba shop for a character. Okay, so the way I've looked at this, and again, we just need to wait for more information when it comes to this stuff. Essentially, the way it's going to work is that on the 28th, we will get our tickets or some kind of treasure piece or something like that. You can then either go into the Baba shop and you can either pick a character very similar to the wish strips, or grab your gacha tickets if, say, you have everything in the banner, because the banners last year were not exactly the greatest. They went up to the transferring Goku and Frieza, so I'm assuming they're going to go up to right before the 350 million download celebration last year, excluding the LRs. I would be super shocked if the LRs were on there, but I do not expect them to be. So no LR year 3s, no LR Super Saiyan 4s, no LR Gohan, no LR Cell, none of that stuff. Okay. So if you have every character in the banner, you just want to summon for it, by all means, that's what you can do. Okay. Or you can take whatever this treasure thing is that we're going to obtain right here. Okay. Whatever we're about to obtain, Teini Hairu, which means to obtain, to get into your hand. And you go into the Baba shop and you can either select two things. These are the characters that you can select from the Baba shop, according to this news. You can obtain the World Celebration missions or characters, sorry. So that's going to be like year 1 cards that we got, year 2 cards, year 3, year 4, year 5, 250 million download celebrations, the winner loser cards, you know, the Goku and Frieza, the Yamcha and Vegeta, the Cell and the Hercule cards. If you want to obtain those ones that you couldn't get from the other version, you can go and do that if you want to. Or you can obtain some Dokkan Fest cards, okay? Actual Dokkan Fest. Up to what point, I do not know. I don't know how expensive they're going to be. I don't know if the LRs are going to be in there. Highly doubt it. But that's what it seems to be, okay? So again, based on what Goresh and I translated, we chatted about it for a while in our personal chat. And based on what this official V-Jump vlog here says, and what this guy here, who's very reliable here in Japan, in terms of summarizing everything and the way that he summarized it, we are going to obtain a treasure item, which then will be used to either exchange in the Baba shop for either tickets or for the cards directly that you want. Now, I don't know how expensive those are going to be, so maybe the tickets will be a better value if you don't have as many of those treasure pieces, because again, the treasure pieces are based on how many stones you used in the last year. For example, if you used 5,000 stones divided by 50, that's how many treasure pieces you're going to get. I'm assuming for tickets, it's going to be a 1-to-1 exchange ratio, right? For characters, I don't know what it could be. It could be like, you know, maybe a Dokkan Fest category card is 50 of these treasure pieces, right? I don't know. I'm taking a wild guess here. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comments what you think it could potentially be. But that's how it's going to work. So I don't know how I can make that more clear. We'll have to just wait for more information to come out. And again, just we'll have to wait and see when the ticket, when we either get this treasure stuff / tickets or whatever it's going to be. Okay. The bottom line, we'll all get that next week on the 28th. Okay. And remember, it's based on your account number's final number based on last year. Okay. Last year, if your account, the last number of your account number was 9, you got it at this time. If it was 7, you got it at this time. Okay. If you want to find out what your account number is, all you do is you go in where your friend code is. It tells you your account number and then your friend code. Okay. Like if you're trying to give your friend your account code or account number so that you can, exchange friend codes and, use their friends and everything like that. So, okay, I'm extremely tired, guys. So anyway, that's gonna be it for the video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. As always, leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you have to be new for more 350 million download celebration information. I will be obviously on Twitch a lot, YouTube, streaming, recording videos, all that stuff. And we'll have to wait and see what's gonna happen. So anyway, I'm extremely tired. I'm going to bed. And until next time, everyone, I will see you all in the next one. Johnny.